sprinkle?
Yeah, I figured it out.
How do you do it, babe?
I don't know with that spoon. A lot of times I use my hand. I hate doing that because my hand's too big. I can't fit in there. So I just, you got to overflow the spoon.
Okay.
Just enough. And then shake it. And then it goes
Oh,
evenly.
overflow the spoon.
It's like that powdered sugar thing. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So here's.
You gonna do that for mine? Moment of truth. Overflow the spoon. I'm a little rusty. Okay. I think it worked. Thanks, babe. Good job. Yum. Such a wonderful Saturday morning. I've just been taking an extra long time to have some quiet time, and it's just been so cozy and warm. The sunrise was beautiful. I got this new lamp too to go right over this area, as you probably saw. I'll show it to you in a second, but it made the morning even more cozy. Just like this soft, warm light gave me just enough light. I don't know. It made it even better. I can't even explain it, but I'm so happy. We don't have a lot of light in this particular room. There's actually only 2 lights, just the fan and one other small light. Anyway, I don't know why we're going off on a light tangent, but anyway, this light just made it even more cozy to just sit and read. I don't know if you ever do this too, but if there's like a daily devotional that you read, I read the daily devotional, and then sometimes like that day, whatever date that it is, but then sometimes I'll just like flip through and read whatever catches my eye. And so I flipped open to a couple days before my birthday, March 11th, and this is by Oswald Chambers, but he was talking about vision. And it made me think about, I was thinking about my mornings and just my life, and you know, how I've kind of developed this very habitual routine, just kind of these healthy habits that are really in alignment with the way that I want to live. And it's not easy. It's not easy a lot of the time, most times, especially when you're first initiating a habit or trying to really start one and create it and solidify it. It can be difficult. You know, it's tempting to sometimes it's tempting to go on my phone, or it's just tempting to, I don't know, get distracted. There were so many things that I've wanted to do over the years. I wanted to get back to waking up early. I wanted to get back to starting my day with just quiet time and meditating on God's word, and, you know, making a nourishing breakfast and watching the sunrise and all these things. And it all kind of culminates to this wonderful, you know, beautiful morning, but a way that really is intentional, and a way that is, you know, living in a way that really makes my heart truly like happy, you know. But that's the thing, is that it doesn't happen overnight. And I think that, you know, it's tempting to kind of give up and just maybe think, well, I can't do those things. That's just not who I am. And the reality is that within all of us, we're all just people, you know. It's not you. It's just in our nature that it's not you, it's not me. It's just you're a person. Like, we're just people, and we're going to take the path of least resistance, and we're going to not always want to do things, you know. I don't always want to write. I don't always want to do the things that I have to do, you know. But there's something to be said when we show up and we do them, and then we feel good, and we're like, yes, that's actually really what I wanted to do. It's not always the easiest, or it's not always the path with the least resistance. It's often the path of the most resistance, because in that moment we're just feeling like, I don't really want to do this. But anyway, I was thinking about how I have done this, because I'm not special. And I'm not a superhuman, and I'm not always feeling like waking up early and making breakfast and having a perfect morning. No, just being real. But I have figured out my priorities in life, and I have decided this is what I want to do. This is the way that I truly want to live. I might not always feel like it in the moment, but as I've practiced these things day after day, it becomes easier. And that actually has to do with our brains and truly like the way that neurons that fire together wire together. And so the more that we repeat an action, truly the easier that it becomes. And so this is not just, I'm just telling you this is truly the way that God made our brains, which is actually really beautiful to think about, because when you are faced with a lot of resistance, you are trying to implement new healthy habits. Doesn't matter what it is, waking up early, eating in a way that makes you feel really good, meditating on God's word, whatever it is, getting in your 10K steps a day. It doesn't matter what it is, but I just want to encourage you when you are, feeling that resistance and like, I don't want to do it, and you do it, it truly does get easier. So anyway, I was reading this and it made me think about forming healthy habits and making changes, and that it doesn't have to be something that drains you, like that drains the life out of you. Because I think when we remember our why and we remember the vision, we remember it's not about, for example, let's just take one thing. For example, waking up early. It's not about I need to wake up early or I want to wake up early. It's truly, this is what's changed my life, honestly, in a very simple way. That's not crazy. But I want to be an early riser. It's the difference of I have to wake up early, or I want to wake up early, and I want to be an early riser. It's the difference of I want to write and I want to be a writer. It's just, it flows out of our being. And I think that when we can, I don't know any other word to say it, but like embody who we truly desire to be. Like I truly desire to not just walk with God, but actually be a follower of Jesus. I don't want to just write. I want to be a writer. And that's the thing, is deep in me, that's what I love. You know what I mean? I love doing those things. And so that's, even when I'm faced with that like resistance, you keep going because you're like, this is who I want to be. So I was thinking about this, and then I read this, and he said, let me see. So Oswald Chambers wrote, "We cannot attain to a vision, but we must live in the inspiration of it until it accomplishes itself." And I just love it. It really reminded me of what I was thinking about, what I just kind of shared with you right now. It's not about like attaining the vision, but living in the inspiration of it until it accomplishes itself. And then he said, we get so practical that we forget the vision. And I think that's really the key. It's not, the doing isn't even found in the trying to do, but it's found in the being. And I know this is like kind of like strangely, oddly deep, but just a little think about that today. The more I try to do, I'm faced with more and more resistance. I'm faced with frustration. I don't want to do it. But when I am focused on being, I find that the doing just really comes naturally. And I feel like that's kind of what we talked about, in John 15, I'm the vine, you are the branches. It comes out of our state of being. I found that whatever God calls you to do, he will also enable you to do it. It was a really good morning of reading, and I'm almost at the end of Deuteronomy, so that's really fun. So anyway, just was thinking about that. So who do you want to be? I have found that asking that question rather than what do I want to do, but who do I want to be, has been so life-changing for me. So, and it's truly actually enabled me to do the things that I want to do. It's such an interesting concept, but I found it to be true, at least in my life. So anyway, that was a wonderful morning. And now today, there's a lot to do. I actually wrote down everything that I need to do today. It's really been helping me, by the way, to write everything out. I'm like, how did I even live before my agenda, my to-do list? This is from Rifle Paper. I love Rifle Paper Company. They're so cute. I need to get some laundry done. I do want to write today, obviously. I need to just get some computer stuff done. I want to meal plan, order groceries. I do want to go to the farm because it is open today. And then I do want to get one major thing is I really want to get the first part of the wellness method videos done. So I'm so excited. I do want to sauna and work out. I did work out yesterday, but it was kind of like a mini workout, but I'm actually very sore from it. But I do want to get in a little bit more of a workout and walk Meester. It's going to be very fun and very productive, but restful and just good Saturday. So it's time to make the bed and go walk Meester. Let's do it.
I was out there alone, moving from station to station. I've been searching for the right one, but I was ready for something more.
So something I've been trying to do, hello Branch. Something I've been trying to do is actually do my workouts in the sunshine. So I try to wait until it's like mid-morning so that I can get some vitamin D. One of my biggest things for this year is to get more sunlight. Not only is it so good for your hormones and to wake yourself up in the morning to get that morning sunlight and watching the sunset with the near infrared light, because that stimulates the production of melatonin, but just being outside during the day as well is also going to help your circadian rhythm. So it just helps your body's internal clock know what time it is. Usually I would be wearing shorts and just like a sports bra, but my shorts are dirty and I tried to like get something that it's a little bit more like of a shirt, but this is actually really good. So I'm still getting some sunshine. So I'm basically trying to like expose my skin as much as I can so that I can really absorb that sunlight. It's so important. So it's kind of like getting two things done at once. So I get my workout in and I also get my sunlight in. So it's great if you can work out in your backyard and just get in that sunshine, or just go outside and just try to get that sunlight on your skin. So it's so beneficial. It's such a mood booster, and there's nothing like feeling the warm sun on your skin. I know it's snowing for so many of you, but even just being outside and getting that sunlight in your eyes is still going to be so beneficial. So do what you can, but if you don't have sunshine, I'm sending some sunshine your way.
You are, yeah. But you could be the one to, yeah, make me wanna come through. Feel like being brand new. Over you, over you. You could be the one to make me wanna come through. Feel like being brand new. Over you. Rooftop lights, a new skyline. Lights define Pacific lines. Felt so high, I'm never crashing down. Learn your eyes to pass the time. Hazel tides that we run dry. Another night goes by, I can't describe what I found. You could be the one to, yeah, make me wanna come through. Feel like being brand new. Over you, over you. You could be the one to make me wanna come through. Feel like being brand new. Over you, over you.
Usually I would just do a little montage of the acai bowl, but I've been getting some questions about exactly how I make it. So I wanted to share with you my favorite way to make acai bowls. They're thick and they're so refreshing. I love it. So I wanted to give you some tips and just share exactly what I do more in depth. So I always use one acai pack per person. So since this is going to be for me and Bo, I'm going to do it with 2 acai packs. And then I prefer my base to be organic blueberries and frozen bananas. So the key is to make sure that everything is frozen. That's going to give you that thick and amazing texture. So I love the organic blueberries from Costco because I can get them in bulk. And then I just freeze my own bananas, and I usually like half them and I throw them in this like gallon size stasher bag. I got this off of iHerb. It's amazing. So it's reusable and I love it. So that's just what I prefer. And then I also use coconut water as my liquid. So then I do like to do a little bit of raw honey. I love the health benefits of raw honey, and I think it adds the perfect amount of sweetness when I do just like a teaspoon or maybe 2 teaspoons. I would say it's just under a tablespoon. And I don't really measure anything, but I usually do about 1 frozen banana for the 2 of us, or like 1.5, I would say. Yeah, I would say 1.5 frozen banana. And then I would say maybe like a cup of frozen blueberries. I truly just chuck it into the blender and I eyeball it, and it comes out perfect every time. But the key is to not add too much liquid. It is super helpful to have a very high powered blender that's able to blend through all of that frozen fruit and all the frozenness. So this definitely was an investment. We got this a few years ago. I believe we purchased it in 2018, and it has been an amazing investment in our kitchen. I love it. I use it pretty much every single day, and I definitely recommend it. It's a Vitamix, and I just feel like it's one of those lifetime pieces that you can't go wrong with investing in. So it's definitely worth it if it's going to be something that you're using every single day, and I would recommend the Vitamix. So I really love it, and let's make our acai bowl. And then this is the coconut water that I use. This is from Costco as well, and I like it because I can get this in bulk, and because this is the one that I use really in smoothies and acai bowls, and then I like Harmless Harvest if I'm just wanting to sip on coconut water. And then of course I always add a protein to my acai bowls, and I prefer collagen. So I really love this one because it's completely unflavored, and I just love almost like the texture that it gives the acai bowls. I'm gonna show you how much I pour in usually. Okay, that's good. So I don't really measure it. Maybe that's just under half a cup or 1/4 of a cup. Not really sure, but then I watch it as I'm blending it if I need to add more liquid. It's really all about keeping your eye on it. Our acai bowls are done, and the texture is so perfect. You can probably just see how thick it is because of how it's standing up, but I wanna show you. Oh, yes.
It was amazing.
Really? So good.
I'm eating my acai bowl like a man that's been
I knew you were gonna
lost in
say
the
that.
desert for like 2 weeks and somehow survived that and was handed an acai bowl.
That was handed an acai bowl. I'm in the sauna now, obviously. I love coming in the infrared sauna. I try to do this probably like 2 to 3 times a week. It's so relaxing to me and it's so enjoyable. My body craves it. I feel so relaxed, and it's the best. So I'm just gonna enjoy my time in here, sip on my water, and just chill out, maybe read on my phone, like on the Kindle, and relax.
You still
the biggest mess. Everywhere. Are you serious?
Yeah, even out here, it went everywhere.
You like me either way, and every summer